Hey, my name is Brandan Robertson, and I just wanted to take a moment to invite you to come to Our Witness Denver. Our Witness is an event that uplifts the unheard stories of LGBT Christians. On April 21st through 23rd, the Q Conference, which is a national evangelical event that will be hosted here in Denver, Colorado this year, is coming to town, and it will be focusing on a number of topics pertaining to sexuality and gender identity. During the conference, one session will be focused specifically on transgender issues, and Dr. Mark Yarhouse, who is the author of this new book called Understanding Gender Dysphoria, will be speaking along with Melinda Selmis, who is a side B LGBT Christian. And both of those voices don't really represent the openly pro-LGBT Christian community. And yet Q is committed to having a space where all voices can be represented. And yet Q is silencing the pro-LGBT Christian voice. Likewise, after the conference sessions are over, there will be a learning community hosted by Preston Sprinkle, who's the author of a new book called A People to Be Loved, Why Homosexuality is Not Just an Issue, as well as Living in a Gray World, A Christian Teen's Guide to Homosexuality. And both of these books are really quite anti-LGBT. They lay out a theological perspective and use a lot of anecdotes and stories that promote a non-affirming and actually quite harmful perspective on what it looks like to be LGBT and Christian. And for that reason, we are hosting an event, Our Witness, to provide the attendees of Q the opportunity to hear the perspectives and stories of LGBT Christians. We have a lineup of 11 amazing speakers. Some of them are pastors and theologians, some of them are psychotherapists. They come from a wide array of backgrounds and expertise, and they're here to share their stories of how they've reconciled their faith and sexuality and how they see themselves as Christians and openly LGBT people, and how that's not a contradiction. These voices are going to combat some of the notions that Dr. Mark Yarhouse puts forward in his book, and will challenge the theology that Preston Sprinkle sets forth. The point of our event is not to be a protest to Q, but it's really to give the attendees of Q an opportunity to encounter openly LGBT Christians, which many of them, I'm sure, have never experienced before. This event is also open up to the general public. We'd love to have the LGBT Christian community throughout Denver, Colorado come on out and join us at Denver Community Church on April 23rd from 1 to 4 p.m. The event is $10 for everyone who is not a Q attendee, and if you are a registered Q attendee, we have opened it up to be free of charge for you so that there's no barrier to you coming and hearing these stories. Again, this is a safe space. It's not combatant. We're not here to argue or debate. We're simply here to share our stories, to let you hear how we've gotten to our position where we can be openly Christian and openly LGBT. And it's my prayer and my hope that as these stories are uplifted, empathy can be developed in the hearts and minds of the attendees of Q and of everybody else who hears the stories. And real significant progress can be made in the relationship between the conservative community, who talks a lot about LGBT Christians, and the actual LGBT Christian community. That's my hope and it's my prayer, and I hope you'll consider coming out and joining us. To find out more information, visit us at our website at www.thisisourwitness.com, and you can register online right there. I'm Brandan Robertson, the director of Nomad Partnerships and the curator of Our Witness Denver, and I look forward to seeing you in just a few weeks.